All right, everybody, let's kind of go over why the reviews have changed and why it's important for you to know how we can get reviews and how to better our search capabilities in Google. First of all, you guys have been doing reviews previously on DealerRater, stuff like that. You've got over 200 reviews on there. That's awesome. But now that Google's kind of this mega super search engine, they want you to put reviews via their site in order to make you their reviews pop up first when you search them, and we'll kind of go over that. So when you're in the Google page, you can Google Hayward Allen Toyota. Same stuff's going to come up if you Google Athens Toyota or Toyota near me. It kind of pulls up what's close to you. So a lot of the time, even without typing in Hayward Allen Toyota, they're going to get this same page. So always when I come to a page and I'm looking for whether it's a clothing store or where I'm going to go out to eat, I'm looking for stars. Stars are, your reviews. That's the overall average of your reviews. So the first thing you can see over on the right-hand side is this box. This is Google's box. It's not a link. It's their overview on you, where you're located, your phone number, what hours you're open. And it's going to have our Google reviews. That's the first thing you're going to notice. So we only have 32 Google reviews. However, that's up nearly 5 plus within the last week. So you guys are taking advantage of asking your customers to review you. Now, one thing that's important to know about Google is if it's someone who's never done a Google review before, they're not going to show up as the most recent review unless you go through a bunch of steps to find that out. So as we scroll down, we're going to see a couple of our reviews. That's usually going to be someone that's reviewed a lot of pages. It helps your standings to know that you're not just reviewing this one place. You do this often and you review all the places you go. And you'll also see my little review, and that's because I'm logged in under my account right now, so it's going to show what I reviewed. So luckily, all of our top reviews right now are positive ones. I got the 2015 Toyota Corolla and I'm in love with this car. Excellent service department. And this is great that it's really touching on our sales and our service, so that's good all around. So asking people to do a Google review, if you're on a web browser, you're not really going to notice a place to review until you actually physically click on the reviews, and there'll be like a make a review tab. Or right now it's showing that I can edit my current review. But if you look over as we scroll down, the next most popular review site is going to be Yelp. That comes in right below our Facebook. And we're not doing so hot on Yelp. Now, here's why Yelp is important, even though you may have heard that it's not. Yelp is the service that is going to pop up when you're using the iPhone Maps. So it's that map application that's automatically on your iPhone when you first get it. Anyone with an iPhone will know that you have your maps. That's the maps page. And a lot of us have downloaded Google Maps because it tends to be a little more specific. Like you don't type in an address and it sends 30 feet before the actual address. It's just more accurate. So a lot of people have downloaded the Google Maps application, but you have to physically do that. The iPhone comes with a map application already on it, and that's linked to Yelp. So people are seeing our Yelp reviews, and honestly, they're the worst out of all of the review sites, unfortunately. And that's because we only have 7 reviews. Now, most of the time, you're going to hear that people write a review when they're upset, when they really want people to know about the experience they had. So that's why encouraging people to make a review when you have a good experience is going to help boost your score. Because I know not all the time that I go to a restaurant and have good food, or I go get my car washed and it was great service. A lot of the time I don't have time to go and write a review, but if someone makes me upset, I'm definitely going to let people know. So you just have to encourage people to write a review right then when they're in the store and they have time to do it and they're in front of you. So we scroll down, there's DealerRater. It's going to show that we have 4.8 stars and 201 reviews, and those are really great. And then also Cars.com, really good reviews, 4.4, 16 reviews. And it's not going to show this on here, but on Facebook we have 4.4 stars average, and that's out of 94 reviews. So you guys are encouraging the Facebook reviews as well. So I know there's an incentive to get those Google reviews in the store, and that's what I would encourage you to do first. If you can ask your customer to write a review while they're here, you know you're going to get it. One way to make sure, you can only write a Google review if you have a Google account. That is the downside. So most people do have a Gmail nowadays, but you're just going to have to feel it out to figure out if they have it or not. And one way to know if they have a Google account is to ask them if they have Google Maps. In order for someone to use Google Maps, you've got to have a Google account. So if they do have that map application on their phone, they can actually write a review straight from the map application just by going in, opening the app, searching Hayward Allen Toyota, and it's going to pull up this little profile like we saw on the Google page on the computer. It'll have this just in like a iPhone or Android format, and you scroll down about halfway and there'll be big stars that haven't been highlighted, and you can highlight as many stars as you want to review. Type in review right there on the mobile, and it takes about 30 seconds, and I'll attach a little video that I found on YouTube that's helpful with just showing how quick and easy it is to write it from the phone without actually going into a web browser or into Safari. So it's pretty easy. If they don't have a Google account, it is a little more difficult. They'll actually have to physically sign up for one, and I don't know if I would pressure your customers to go so far as to be like, will you make an account so you can write the risk review? There's other ways for them to write a review, such as Yelp. Get those Yelp scores up. Get the Facebook reviews. They are good too. I think we'll see an increase in how popular those are since Facebook is such a dominating factor now. So once they have written that Google review, you are going to get that incentive from management. But you can also encourage them, hey, there's other sites I'd love for you to post on too. We have Facebook reviews, Yelp reviews. Just kind of feel out. Each customer is going to be different, so making sure you just understand your customer and what kind of person they are. If they're not tech savvy, you may not get a review. And that's okay, but everyone's going to get a customer at least, once or twice a week, maybe more, that can write a review for you, get you that extra cash, and also help the store